The federal government of Nigeria has urged citizens to avoid portraying the country negatively, warning that such actions deter visit investors and tourists rather. Minister of Information Mohammed Idris made this call during the unveiling of the Nigerian Reputation Management Group, emphasizing that negative comments about the country undermine effort to attract foreign direct investment. President Bola Tinubu had earlier announced $30 billion in investment commitments, but Mohammed stressed that further opportunities could be jeopardized by negative narratives. Minister of Foreign Affairs Yusuf Toga also highlighted the danger of misinformation, citing recent false reports about Nigeria being snubbed in the UN election. He cautioned against fake news and emphasized the importance of accurate reporting. John Mama also echoes concern about Nigerians' image, stressing the need for a radical transformation based on institutional integrity and leadership transparency. He noted that while the government is working to improve conditions, the public still faces significant challenges, especially hunger among the poor. Mr. Martins, let's look at that again. Mr. John Momo said something here. The federal government has actually warn Nigerians not to carry negative information about her country, not to talk bad about Nigeria because it might just send away investors and also those who would want to partner with us. But something here, John Mama says something that the significant hunger in the country might not just let Nigerians to focus. So how do you talk good about something that you know that you are suffering in it? Do you think that this is enough to stop Nigerians from saying what they have to say, doing what they have to do?
Do they necessarily need to say good or evil about Nigeria? Most Nigerians are just saying what they are experiencing in Nigeria.
Exactly.
So it's not a thing of speaking evil about. We're unveiling a national reputation management board. Do we need a national reputation management board? You don't need to manage the reputation of Nigeria. You just need to manage Nigeria, and the reputation of Nigeria will improve by itself. So coming out to threaten Nigerians and say, stop speaking ill of Nigeria. Somebody is hungry and you're telling him to dress properly. Come on now, federal government. We can do better than this. Now, why I know and I admit I will not be vulnerable or shy about it, that a lot of Nigerians exaggerate. A lot of Nigerians exaggerate. Things are not necessarily as bad as some people make them out to be. For instance, I live in Port Harcourt, and when some of my friends call me from outside of Port Harcourt, following the whole political crisis that's going on, they think there's war going on in Rivers State, and they ask, how do they do? How far this one, that one, that one? So things are not as bad as the people outside are hearing it. But the fact is that things are bad. Things that people are hungry. See, Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs starts as sociological needs, as philosophical needs, and physiological needs, and it begins at food, the need for food. When somebody is hungry, there's nothing else you want to tell that person. And when somebody is persistently hungry, think about it. It leads to a lot of social vices. We don't think about safety without thinking about our food first. We need to be full before we think about safety. And the problem in Nigeria is at the basic level, is at physiological level, hunger. So you don't come and tell people to speak well of the country when they cannot find food to eat in the country. Not to talk about looking at getting jobs. So coming out to threaten or to tell Nigeria, especially when the government is spending on things that we are not sure they should be spending on, that's another thing. When there's hunger in the land and the government empathizes, you see that the government is working to ease the burden. It becomes easy to speak better of the government, but then when you check some of the government expenditure, you know, they are constituting a reputation management board. Think of it now. We want to paint a house that is infested by dead rats, and because we want people to see the house from outside, think it's fine. When the foreign investments come, what do you think they will do? Will they stay with this kind of situation? Nigeria is not exactly easy to do business in. Our ease of doing business profile has gone down. Will they stay?
Okay,
but
Martin.
Nationals are leaving.
Honorable Martin. It could be recalled that early this year, a lot of multinational companies actually left Nigeria.
Exactly.
And they cited insecurity, they cited taxation, they cited unconducive environment. So we did not hear anything that's, oh, because Nigerians are talking bad about their country. So why is it that they are coming up now to tell us that Nigerians shouldn't say bad about their country in order for foreign investors to come in? Is it that Nigerians are now the issue of Nigeria, or the elite? What exactly is happening here? Because the level of insecurity we are facing in the country here, it has not been fixed. But also remember that while other countries were leaving Nigeria, still, other multinational companies were leaving, because Governor Alex Otti has invested, has fixed Abia State, and people are beginning to see the green light. And some companies equally went to that end in order to invest and also partner, collaborate with them. So is that not enough message to let the federal government to know that multinational companies are not leaving, neither investors are refusing to come in because Nigerians are saying bad things, but because it is as if they have not put anything on ground, they have not seen any green light for them to come and say, yes, we want to invest. Don't you think that is what it is?
Let me help your statement. I know you're trying to be as fair as you can. It's because Nigeria is not conducive. If Nigeria is conducive, it does not matter, it won't matter much what people say. I was reading a report last week, a report where we were trying to analyze the states that have attracted most foreign investment in Nigeria over the last year. And as expected, obviously, Lagos is on top, followed by the FCT, followed by Abia State.
Is it not part of Nigeria?
Lagos, FCT, Abia State.
Mr. Martin, is that another country?
That's Nigeria. So if you take out the FCT being a federal capital territory,
okay,
and you're analyzing just the states, Abia is ranking second, just behind Lagos State. What does that tell you about what Alex Otti is doing? Irrespective of what people are saying, Alex Otti's government is attracting foreign investments. And I know, being trained as an economist, I know that a lot of investors are watching Abia State to see how they will manage the investment that came. I will not be surprised if the investment doubles or triples by next year, provided that the stewardship of the government remains as it is or improves. You get? So, irrespective of what people say, the indices of the government is going to attract or repel foreign investment. Coming out to babble about foreign investment has never gotten us foreign investments. I remember a certain president in Nigeria that went around the international phase negotiating Nigerian debt and negotiating for foreign investments. And at the end of the day, Nigeria got some debt forgiveness that we could not imagine. I don't want to mention the president's name so that it does not seem like I am gaslighting or sugarcoating a certain person. But I know of a certain Nigerian president that went to negotiate for Nigerian debt to be cancelled and succeeded. He did not come to Nigeria telling Nigerians to stop talking about his government. He started working and Nigerians saw that this president is working. I know of a certain president that came up with a certain number of agenda and started pushing it. You know, foreign investment, I can tell you, I can do all the marketing I want, Immaculata, and tell you about my company. But if the people who have come to my company and leave come out with negative feedback, I don't think you will want to come here, irrespective of the nice things I tell you. But it's also possible that somebody can be speaking ill of my company and you see the results that we're churning out, you will still be interested to check it out. So that's the challenge here. We're talking about, at national level, we're talking about identity management, reputation management. Where is the reputation management in Abia State that attracted those foreign investments? Where is the reputation management in Lagos State that attracted the foreign investments? So that's the thing. If the government works, we won't have to be talking about all these things. If I'm a foreign investor, I won't come to Nigeria to invest because Nigerians said I should come to Nigeria to invest. I will check the indices, the ease of doing business index. I will check it. And I will know how easy it is for me to acquire property in Nigeria. I will know how Nigeria will tax me. I will know the availability and the quality of locally sourced manpower. I will know those things. I will check the profit margin of the companies who have invested there. But when you look at what's happening with Dangote, an indigenous person that puts in so much money to build a refinery, and we see the international show of shame that happened with the Dangote refinery, and you tell me as an international investor to come and put my money, I would think, if you can do this to your Nigerian person, what would you do to me as a foreigner? Those are the indices that people will look at, not what Nigerians are saying or what Nigerians are not saying. So I think the government is getting this thing from the bottom up. They should look at it from the front, rearrange the priorities, and address the issue for what the issue is.